Good morning. How are you? You all right, mate? All right, guys. Here he is, the main man. Hello. Hello. You all right, son? He's opened the door, look, during the night. It's a clever man, you know. There we go. How are you doing, Rev? You all right, pal? Good lad. Oh. Still asleep? Lovely sunrise in the distance there. Yeah, alright, mate, do you sleep well? Yeah? Good. Oh. Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Well, it's going to turn out nice again. This seems a bit dark. Can I make it brighter? There we go. Am I still recording? Oh, did I disappear then? Did it freeze and I have my face like that? A few women have seen that over the years. Poor bastards. How are you doing, guys? You all right? What do you reckon? Is it time for one of them today? Dear me. I'm half asleep. I have not had any coffee yet. What day is it? Saturday. Oh yeah, Saturday. My chick flies out today from England. It's true. Yeah. Farewell from You know, newcomers to my channel, they were like, is that necessary? Yeah, it is if it annoys you. All right. That's my low cholesterol one, you know, lower the old cholesterol. My doctor says these work. And she also said that you don't need to get the big branded ones. And I researched this, and my AI assistant told me, send me a picture of them done. So I did. I took a picture of them, sent it to it so it could work out what product it was, and sent a picture of the supermarket. No, this is the supermarket's own, and then the branded ones, and it compared them all, and these came up better. These are the cheap ones. The other ones are about £6 or something. These are about £2. I love the strawberry one. Listen, when I start my videos in the morning, I've literally just got out of bed. They're the first things I've consumed. So listen, muy importante, okay? I am sending out an update today to my email subscribers. Now the link should be in the video description. I will pin it as a comment if I remember. And I will be sending an email out today about who I understand or who I believe Liverpool are considering replacing Darwin Nunez with. All right. And if anyone subscribed to my newsletter, can you leave a comment commenting on, say, the last couple of updates? Just like, were they any good? You know what I mean? Like the Diaz one, or the finances one, anything. Just would you just let people know and say whether it's all right or not? Because I mean, I think I've only sent 2 out this year, but I'm getting into the habit again. The reason that I don't send a lot out is because I used to do them in the cafe, and now obviously when I go to the cafe, my time is taken up by reviewing the Spanish football dailies. Did you hear that? Must be them drinks. Oh, I'm still asleep, aren't I? Listen, you need to right now subscribe to that newsletter. It's completely free. There's no advertising in it yet. There's no adverts in it. And then you'll receive today's update, all right? Now, if you're a channel member or a KopTalk VIP member, or you subscribe to my KopTalk account on X, which is at KopTalk, I will also ensure that you are all updated accordingly, all right? So, go look in the comment section now. It should be a pinned thing. Just drop your email in. It's not used for anything. I don't know. I don't even see your email. Why would I want your fucking email? It takes me forever to respond to email. I don't even know my own email. So we're going to do that today. That's definitely on my agenda. I'm going to review the Spanish football dailies first, and then I'm going to do that. But I've got to watch time because I'm doing a live stream on here at 11 a.m. UK time this morning. That's Saturday morning, 11 a.m. UK time. All right. So I'm going to be very busy this morning, and that's going to be my only live stream today, possibly the weekend, all right? I don't know. I have no idea what my plans are for the weekend, but there definitely won't be one later in the day because I've got to go to the airport and do things like that. So those are the two most important things, the email update that's pending and the live stream at 11 a.m. this morning. All right, what are you doing? Did you even just whinge then? He went, yeah, it's just chewing his fucking leg. Well, you're not supposed to chew your own bone. We're not doing that joke again, are we, guys? You remember a few months ago? I charged my laptop up overnight. Do you remember yesterday I went to the cafe, I turned it on, it was 18%. I forgot to charge it. But no, I charged last night. So, what else is there to talk about? Well, the football tomorrow. You know, I've been oohing and ahhing as whether to go to the football. I think there's only one place left on the minibus. But I'll message my mate this morning. But, it's dunk, innit? Do you know what I mean? They'll just kick someone off if I need 2 spots. I'm thinking of going. I don't really want to go on a minibus for a couple of hours, but I think I'll enjoy the game once on it. Well, I don't know about enjoy the game. It's 4th from bottom versus 3rd from top. Villarreal C team. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Next week, I'm not sure what my schedule's going to be next week because my girl is obviously going to be here next week, and I spend the majority of the year on my own here, so next week is going to be a rare occasion where someone is here in the evening, so I'll probably do the afternoon streams maybe, or maybe I will. I don't know because she might want to go somewhere. I doubt it because she's laid back to fuck. If we're going to go out, we'll probably go for breakfast in the morning. She'll come with me when I go and do the newspaper review. And the afternoons, she likes to chill in the afternoon. But I've got streams to do. So, no, I will be doing streams throughout the week. I'll probably do one a day. And I'll tell you each morning, yeah, it's going to be this afternoon or it's going to be tonight. If you haven't got time to watch the videos, just always check my channel at 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock UK. All right? Okay, so I want to give a shout out to the following people that supported me on my channel yesterday. Not a great deal, but in its usual suspects. So these are from yesterday's stream. I didn't do a stream last night. It enabled me to get a bit done. So yesterday afternoon stream, Daryl, Michael Sellers, Jen, Mother KopTalk, Alan and Clive Mitchell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people supported yesterday afternoon stream. Those are called, what they're called, guys? Super chats, aren't they? Super chats. As well. I also Elaine sent something as well, a contribution into the kitty via Monzo. The link is in the video description. It went straight in my bank, and she sent me a very long message, which is private. She hasn't asked me to keep it private, and I need to respond to her, but I can't respond to her through the messaging on there, if that makes sense. So, Elaine, if you're watching, I need an email address from you, but I might be able to find it. I don't know, but my email address is dunk, D-U-N-K, @koptalk.com, but I would like to respond because it's quite a long message. And she just said, enjoy your weekend with your lady. How nice is that? I love your videos, but I can't watch all of them. But she does the morning briefings, even if I catch them later. So I watch when I can. Your channel has made me feel included, and I appreciate that. She says, my partner works for himself, so I know how hard it is, to work for yourself. And she contributes to the channel as an appreciation to you, that's me, what I can when I can, and have a great weekend. It's a lovely message, and I will be responding to that. I will be, because there's some private things in there, you know what I mean, and I really want to respond to it. So that was Elaine. Some of you have seen Elaine, on the live streams, and she's lovely. She really is, and she's just telling me a little bit about things in her life there, and they deserve a response. So thank you, Elaine. Thanks. Okay, so then we have what's called super thanks. Yeah, super thanks. This is the love heart under the videos. Super thanks, there we go. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's K-I-E Duff, Kia Duff, I would imagine. Thank you very much for supporting me. That's about 5 coffees there, I think. No, 6 coffees. 6. It was 6. Yeah. A coffee's €2 in my cafe. That's a large coffee. He put the price up recently, 20 cents, I think. I'm from Yorkshire, you were saying, I notice these things. So thank you. I do appreciate you supporting me, and it really does help. Also, still be buying the coffee, and the channel member as well, Squad. And he commented on my Serious Biz It's Happening video, last night, and he says, fucking getting done. Now, the tripod is coming back. The long-time viewers, people that have been around here for a very long time, will remember the days of the tripod. However, I won't be able to do those videos on here. That is for sure. So I will announce that soon. It's going to be KopTalk TV Uncensored. And I will announce that at some point over the next week, either while she's here or when she's gone. And also the KopTalk podcast. I think about this every day. It's the one thing that troubles me. I always struggle with it. But I will be working on that after the weekend. And I've got an idea for that. I think the biggest problem with the KopTalk podcast is it only succeeds when people email in. But if there isn't consistency, people aren't going to email in. So it's kind of a catch-22. We have an email address, podcast@koptalk.com. Now, when people email the podcast, I go, I can't not record an episode now, but they haven't been emailing. So I need to get that up and running. And what I'm planning on doing is I want to get some of you guys involved. The people have been saying this to me for years on the podcast. I don't want to interview people from other channels, or people that have got a podcast, or people, do you know what I mean? Like, that's really just promotion, and that's why people do it, right? They collaborate, they promote each other and stuff. I don't want to do that. I would rather have a call, for example, with you guys, and interview you as to who you are, as to how much you want to say. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, I'm Dave from wherever, but to ask you, things like, and why Liverpool? When did you support Liverpool? Tell me about your first game. Tell me about your best memory. I want to do that kind of thing. So if you would be interested in that, jumping on the podcast with me, I would call you, we'll record it. If you can do audio or video. If we do video, we can even put it on here, whatever. If it's something that would interest you, and if you're known to me, if you're someone around these parts and you've got a YouTube channel, then that extends to you obviously too. But what I'm saying is, I don't want to. A lot of people do interviews and try and get people on that they're not important, but maybe they've got something they want to promote. When I say not important, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean, like, they're not superstars. Do you know what I mean? They're not like, I've got an interview with a player on, and I would never interview a Liverpool player for my podcast or here, because to do that, you're doing something for the club, or you're towing the line, right? So it would be the biggest indicator to all my people to be like, Doug's got an interview with Darwin Nunez. What the fuck's going on there? Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to interview people that are flogging shit, really, unless you are, part of the KopTalk community, KopTalk subscriber, member, someone that watches my videos, someone that takes part, joins the chats, and you've got a little business or something. Fuck yeah, I'll do that. But you know what I mean. Anyway, so we're going to do that. That's my thing. I was thinking about it this morning in bed. I thought, I need to get that fucking podcast done. I nearly did it yesterday, to be honest with you, but I ran out of time. If you remember, I did a video at my desk yesterday, and I said, I'll put the lights on because it's getting dark. I was going to do the podcast then, but that video about how the AI researched the Trent Alexander-Arnold thing with me, I found it very interesting, that whole thing, and I made a video out of it. So there nearly was a podcast episode yesterday. So if you'd be interested in, a call with me and let me ask you how you support Liverpool and blah, 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 just drop me a comment under this video. But I will be making announcements about that in due course, all right? So far, we've got stream at 11 a.m. We've got the newsletter that's going out today. Check the comments, jump on it. And we've got the KopTalk podcast coming back. And are you interested in joining me on that, either audio or video? Let me know in the comments section. My email address is dunk, DUNK, @koptalk.com if you don't want to leave a comment about it. And also, with it being audio, if you don't want to give away what your name is or anything, you can use a username or whatever you want. You can keep it private. Just think, it just gives me something. I need content for my podcast. It struggles, all right? Okay, so Still B, thank you. Swag, fucking get in, he says. And do you know that video I did yesterday, the Serious Biz one? Like, someone says something about speed. Like, I remember when I had speed or something. I've never taken drugs in my life, ever. Never taken drugs in my life. All I've ever done in my life is have a drink, like a pint, socially. Not, I wouldn't sit at home drinking on my own, watching football or anything like that. Never in my life. In fact, I dated a girl many years ago, 15 plus years ago. And she used to come in from work and she'd open a can of lager and I used to be like, nah, that's not for me. Do you know what I mean? So I can be very ironically full of energy. I'm going to need some tonight. But no, I'm passionate. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I've never ever taken drugs in my life. So I don't need that. If that's what you need to do to have a good time, then that's up to you, but not me. Alexander Cameron Schwad, he says, need to do this more often in relation to the Serious Business video, which I'm going to be doing. The tripod's coming back. Seriously, I'm going to be calling out everyone. I am. Not to cause trouble, not to be mean or nasty. I'll never be nasty to anyone. But when answers are needed, I'll be asking the fucking questions, trust me. And they're always prefix Serious Biz, and they're coming. They're fucking coming, because I've got things I need to say. And also, anyone that crosses me on these comments, they'll be getting it too. All right, so we're going to have some fun. So thank you for that, Alexander Cameron. Also, Alexander buying me a coffee, and Steve Bebbington as well buying the coffee. Actually, that paid for a bocadillo this morning, mate. I'm going to have a bocadillo, defo. Thanks, Steve. Theodore as well, thanks, same thing. Yeah, it's keeping me stocked up on the cafe. I thought about this yesterday. I'll come back to this. I might forget. Let me just keep going. Theodore is a channel member. Schwad, as is Chris Martin. Schwad. Thank you, Chris. Andy Smith there. That's amazing. Bud, you get the dog a coffee and get yourself a bone. YNWA. What a hero. Thank you, brother. That's, really good. Thanks, man. And same with Carl LFC Russ. Both of them channel members. Both of them getting me, between them, 10 coffees there. Amazing. Carl LFC Russ says, get the vodka in for you and your good lady tomorrow. Hope you enjoy some quality time together. I'm really looking forward to it. We'll have one day out. It'll be an afternoon out during the week down in the resort. Brad Partridge is here at the moment with his chick, so I'm sure we'll link up at some point. But we'll have one day out. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks, Carl. I appreciate you. It's February's a shit month, and I get paid on Monday, I reckon. Comes in fucking straight away. You get it in that hand and it goes, you know what I mean? What was it my mum used to say, rob Peter to pay Paul? So I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I can be going up last, because it can be expensive, can't it? You know what I mean? But we'll be all right. We're nearly through February. I'll be happy when we get to April. I know I keep extending it, but what you've got to think about is the revenue you generate in February, you receive in March. Does that make sense? And also, obviously, it's been very quiet in February, so March is going to take a hit, if that makes sense. Anyway, Carl, thank you very much, brother, and Andy. I appreciate you. Daryl Kensington as well, buying a coffee, channel member, Schwad. Not had the best 2 days, but the morning briefing, I couldn't help but laugh. Really needed that. The woman versus the bacon sarnie. Ah, dear me. And then I think I've done these ones. Ian Taylor, LFC 9840, Clive Mitchell. Yeah, I've done all that. So what I was thinking yesterday... Oh, hang on a minute. Stop. Jen gifted 5 KopTalk TV memberships yesterday. Of course. Mother KopTalk. CD... Todd Nicholson, Adnan Lukak, Michelangelo, Robbie Tail, and Russell Palin were gifted memberships by Jen. So thank you for Jen. She's a massive help and support around my channel, and she literally buys dozens of KopTalk memberships. So she's incredible. She really is. We're very, very lucky to have her. Gareth Turner's just sent something. So get yourself a coffee. It's just come up on Monzo. Thank you, Gareth. I need... God, I'm getting old. I need to take a screenshot of that. Otherwise, I'll forget. Now, thank you, Gareth. Schwad. That's Cop Hikes of Anfield YouTube channel. He did something with Red Raw LFC. Both of them have done something, like an hours-long video. Oi! Please go and, support them. I mean, if you haven't got an hour, they don't know whether you watched it all, do they? Just hit play and thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? But no, I'll be watching it. I watched about 5 minutes this morning, but I was in bed. So I will be going back to watch it, because I think they're very good. So that's good. I was thinking yesterday, right? Whether you believe this or not is up to you, right? So I comes back from the cafe yesterday, and I open up my garage, and I try to go on the scooter, because it's easier to park. It's limited parking, right? It's very, very popular, that area, all the shops. So rather than piss around, I go on the scooter. It's a little bit cold in the morning, before the sun's up or whatever, but yeah, I'm a fucking warrior, mate. I'm from Yorkshire, bit of cold, but I go in a fucking t-shirt, right? So I gets there, I comes back, and I comes into my garage, and I parks up the quad. Not the quad, I don't have a quad anymore. The scooter, right? So I park the scooter up, and I'm up in the box on the back, and I lift out my rucksack. It's still here from yesterday, right? Laptop will be going in that in a minute, right? And tell you what else has to go in it as well. Yesterday's lottery tickets, that one, and those two there for the weekend, right? So I packs up my scooter, gets my bag out, and I'm smiling, kind of thing. I'm walking in the house, and I was like, do you know what? I really enjoy going to the cafe anymore. It's just them conversations you have with yourself. I'm not saying it out loud. I'm talking to me inside, whoever that is, right? And I'm like, yeah, I really enjoy going there. It's good, man. Breakfast was lovely. Them coffees. I think I had 4 coffees yesterday and a bocadillo. 15 euros usually. So maybe I had 5 coffees and a bocadillo. Oh, no. It was 13 euros yesterday. So I did have 4. Anyway, so... the bocadillo fills me up for the day, I've decided, but I haven't got weird this week. Anyway, so I'm thinking to myself, I really enjoy it, man. I was like, bocadillo was lovely. And now I'm going to make a video and tell everyone what's in the news, and in the Spanish papers. And obviously there was stuff about Trent yesterday, which I thought was very interesting. And I thought to myself, I wouldn't be able to do that. If people, like the people I just acknowledged there, didn't get you a coffee or whatever. And in theory, if I didn't go to the cafe during the month, that would be additional revenue to pay things at home, And you do think that sometimes. You think, should I really be going to a cafe and spend it? Well, I don't know. It's a social thing, isn't it? It gets you out as well. So I think it's good for my brain. And if you look yesterday, I churned a lot of content out yesterday. And I thought to myself, and this is the bit you might not believe, and I thought, isn't it nice just to have people watch your videos and feel connected, feel part of something, whether they're getting you a coffee or whether they're just thumbsing up a video or dropping a comment, because not everyone can get you a fucking coffee or whatever, right? And I was just thinking how nice it was. And I cast my mind back to years ago, right? You know, when you think around the year 99, 2000, 2001, and back then, you know, I had, you know, the internet was new, really. You know, well, it wasn't new, but it had just taken off, if you like, to, you know, ordinary people. It was becoming more accessible. That's the thing. All right, he's moaning now. He said, "Get on with it," right? And back then, you know, I was supported by big businesses. Future Publishing, for example, a massive, you know, publication company in the UK. And I was being flown all over Europe. People were trying to buy the website off me, offering me a lot of money, which is why I get really fucking annoyed when people say things to me, because one of those offers valued my website at 1.3 million. And that was in, well, that would have been around 2000, or maybe 99, I don't know. But they wanted to, you know, they wanted me to exploit my members, my users, the players. You know, I had stacks of former Liverpool players working for me, and it was before that was happening. Now you get everyone's opinion every day of the week, but back then you didn't. This was the first, right? And I rejected a lot of fucking money to stand by my principles, you know, and I was making good money, you know. So, and I didn't want to work for someone else. They were like, well, you know, you'd have to stay, you know, because you know, when you do something like this and they say, oh, would you sell it? It would be pointless if I was no longer here, because I am KopTalk. Does that make sense? It's like, if you've got a website like back then generating tens of thousands of pounds a month, and I leave and someone else says, oh, I'll buy it, then what? How? They're there for me. Do you know what I mean? And the same with the videos, right? Here, think about it. If I sold this YouTube channel, you know, and then someone's on here tomorrow going, good morning. So I thought we'd talk about Liverpool's performance and the XG. Is it XG? I don't, what the fuck's all that about? Can't be doing all that shit. You'd be like, yeah, we miss Duncan, Remy. So it's you know what I mean? You've got to, if someone tries to buy something off you, like a website or whatever, you then work for them, right? And I remember this conversation. They flew me to Sweden, and this guy came in from New York that wanted to buy my website. And we went out for you know, I had a presentation in this huge room in a hotel or somewhere. I don't even know where it was. Can't remember. It was in Sweden though. And I was sat in this huge room with one like what them chart things, you know, you write on, and then they turn the paper over. And there's this guy there, you know, like from New York with a cap on. He was total like New Yorker. And he was saying, well, we're going to do this, and hey, see me, you're going to replicate this, and you're going to do that, and blah, blah, blah. And we went out for a drink in the evening with the people that introduced me to him, right? And I'll never forget this conversation. There was a couple of things that I was like, nah. And I was there with my missus at the time, right? My childhood sweetheart. And which KopTalk destroyed their marriage. Well, I suppose you know, I destroyed it, but what I mean is KopTalk took over and changed the dynamics at the time. We were a very, very happy young couple who had nothing, right? You know, I had my TV was rented. I had a meter on my television that you had to put pound coins in for the TV to work, because I didn't have a credit rating good enough to rent a television, right? So if you didn't have any pound coins and it turned off, that was it. We had fuck all. And I remember having 27 pence in my pocket one Christmas. I had a £200 Ford Fiesta with no insurance, no handbrake, no tax disc, no nothing, no insurance, nothing. And when I used to park it on the hill, I had to put a brick under each front tyre. We had nothing. And then overnight, KopTalk exploded, you know, my hobby. And then I became, you know, quite, you know, well off in money terms. And that brought a lot of attraction, you know, from chicks and shit like that. And I made mistakes. It's true, you know, but she did too. She did too. But the whole point is, you know, she used to complain. I don't want to go too much into it on here, but I will one day in my infamous book. And she used to complain that all I did was sit at the computer doing KopTalk, and I was doing 16, 18 hours every single day. And it affected the relationship, and eventually, you know, it broke down. She got pregnant, lost a baby, and mistakes were made, right? So there's a lot of history behind this website, trust me. And when I was in this bar in Sweden, these guys were there, and Tommy Smith, the former Liverpool skipper, right? Look, if you don't know Tommy Smith, the Anfield fucking Iron, and he was really helpful with me. He was my pal, right? And they said to me, I'll never forget this conversation. We stood talking, and Tommy Smith, and there was others as well, but Tommy Smith was the main man. And they were like, you need to tap into Tommy Smith. You need to use him. You need to exploit your relationship with him. And I was, up until that point, everything had sounded good, you know. The guarantee to make me a millionaire, that's what they said. If you do this deal, we'll guarantee you're going to be a millionaire. There's no doubt about it. And when you're 23 years of age, someone saying that to you is a big deal, right? And you can imagine the attraction. But there was also other deals where people were offering me £500,000 in shares in their betting companies, you know, if I worked with them. And some of those deals didn't sound right. This one sounded right. You know, it sounded legit. There were certain conditions where money had to be paid up front, and you know, I would have been a very wealthy young man. And they said to me, you'd have to exploit that relationship with Tommy Smith. And you know what I mean? And I'm like, listening, you know, and then he's waffling on, and I kind of zoned out. You know, I was like, nah, Tommy Smith out. He's been really good to me. This is what I'm thinking in my mind. I'm like, Tommy Smith's been good to me. You know, like, this guy's a Liverpool legend. He played before my time, but people, you know, that my uncle, for example, when he knew Tommy Smith was working with me, he was like, Tommy Smith, do you know who fucking Tommy Smith is? And he's a Leeds United fan, right? He's like, fucking hell, Dunk, man, this guy's a fucking legend. Like, check out his goal in the European Cup, you know, and all this stuff. And Tommy Smith even came to, like, I sponsored my local pub team, and Tommy Smith came to the presentation to present the trophy, Chairman's Award, and all this, that, and all the other. He would do anything to help me, you know. And I just remember thinking, I ain't exploiting Tommy Smith. Fuck that. Do you know what I mean? And then the next thing they said was about the members' website. The same thing, basically. You have to exploit those people. Sell, upsell, this sell, fucking, you know what I mean? And I was like, nah, I was done. Do you know what I mean? I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. You know? So I could have taken money, right, and been set up for life at 23 years of age and sold out, if you like. But I didn't. I fucking didn't. And that's why I get really, really, really fucking angry when someone says to me, you're just down here for a super chat. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've no idea how much that makes my blood boil. If you want to trigger me, that's what triggers me. You won't get a response because they'll just fucking hide you from the channel and we'll never hear from you again. But that's what, like, I just think, you fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? Because the way I looked at it, I was making enough money. I did all right, you know. And I'm happy where I am. You know, as long as I can pay my bills, I'm happy. You know, I got my house when I was, 23, 24, something like that, and progressed through life. Kept going up and up and up, and if you like. But the money's not like it was back then today, because, you know, the advertising bubble burst. Anyway, so, back then, you know, you were probably getting around 10 grand a month in advertising and stuff. And I was working flat out on the website and trying to stick to my principles and everything. The majority of the money I was receiving then, I was giving away to people, believe it or not. I was helping friends and family and stuff, do you know what I mean? Like, just giving, like, well, can you do this for me? I'll give you 600 a month sort of thing. You know, just anything to, you know what I mean? And I compared it to getting off my scooter, coming back from the papers yesterday, and thought about how nice it was that real people that are real football fans, that obviously really enjoy what I do here. I mean, it's not for everyone, but for some people it obviously is. And that £2 from someone when they buy you a coffee is far more meaningful than a £6,000, £10,000 advertising deal every month. Now, don't take that the wrong way, right? Would I rather have the 6,000, 10,000 advertising deal from back then, say now? Of course I would, right? But life changes, you know, things change. Social media didn't exist back then. So you don't have the loyalty that you had back then. So obviously companies don't throw money around like they did back then. But what I'm saying to you is meaningful. So back then, you were just doing something for someone and working, and you had to do whatever. But when someone comes on here and it's for the good, from the goodness of their heart, like Elaine that sent me something yesterday, go and, take your girlfriend out or whatever, it's more meaningful than a check dropping through your door. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the person that supports you, they've watched, they've listened, they understand, they appreciate, and it's no different if it's the other way around. The guys will tell you that met me at Birmingham at the do. If I saw you, bumped into you, in Benidorm, which is a holiday resort about 15 minutes from where I live, or anywhere, and you came up to I'd be like, oh, can I get you a drink? Do you know what I mean? Because it'd be my way of saying, can I do something for you? And it's nice. Now, the thing is, I don't want people to feel excluded if they can't get a coffee or support your channel by being a member or a VIP. I mean, the VIP membership is the one. I mean, without the VIP membership, there would be nothing. I wouldn't be able to do YouTube without the KopTalk TV channel members and the support I get through Coiffes or whatever. I wouldn't be able to do that. But there's people out there that would support you if they could. There's also people out there who would never support you. Never. They're just not those kind of people, right? And that's up to them, right? But there's a lot of people out there that would if they could. And what you need to understand is if you fall into that bracket is when I'm having a bad day and I read your comments, even if it's just a comment about Liverpool where you're saying, I don't think so, Dunk, or this is what I think. You have taken time to tap a few words on your phone or your laptop or your computer to me. You're putting effort into me. And you have no idea how much I appreciate the people that comment my videos. Don't have to agree with me. Someone was on here yesterday, said, I disagree, Dunk, about something. I was like, well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's fucking great. Opinions are brilliant, right? But when I see that little thumbs up go up on, it doesn't, the reverse of that is if you see a thumbs down, does that make you sad? No, it makes me chuckle. I actually get a kick out of that, all right? The Darwin Nunez video, 5 or 6 thumbs down. My videos don't usually get thumbs downs, right? So, I don't know, it's like a twisted party that goes, you just giggle, do you know what I mean? But the thumbs up, I always think, someone was listening, you know what I mean? They did listen. Some people said to me, they said to me, I would comment, Dunk, but I watch on a Fire Stick. And I never thought about that, So you can thumbs up, you can drop a comment. At least once a year, try and check in with me. But people will tell you, and this is one of the things people often say to me, is that when I host a live stream, I don't only speak to people that get a super chat or only show their comments. I speak to everyone. You know what I mean? Because apparently, I don't know, but what they say to me is there's some channels out there, unless you get super, they won't acknowledge you, So now, fuck that right off now. Now. Anyway, I felt good yesterday. I was like, I'm all right. You know what I mean? Like, I've been to a cafe and, just integrated and, talking to Spanish people, the owner of the bar and Mad Bocadillo, and you guys make it happen. You might not be, contributing comments, thumbs up, coiffes, whatever. But if you're watching a video, it must be helping somewhere. Even if you're a hater, you're watching a video, so it registers a view, I guess. I don't know. But it just made me feel nice, do you know what I mean? I was like, I missed that money, you know what I mean? It was fucking great back then, wasn't it, in the day? But there was always a clause or a condition or a catch. Whereas when someone buys me a coffee, they don't go, you must make another video. Now, obviously, Watty will do that now. You'll know that. Look, check the comments. But you better make a fucking video because I bought you a super check. Because he's a sarcastic fucker, My man. I hope you're better now. We've missed him. He's not been very well recently. But I brought up the message of the story I'm saying here is I'm very happy, all right, with you guys. So I'm going to go. What was I going to say? There's my little love heart down there, look. For our friend William. Rest in peace, brother. I keep it there. If anyone ever moved that, I would. So I'm going to go. You need to check the comment section. You need to subscribe to the newsletter if you haven't. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on something today. Live stream at 11 a.m. That's it, guys. All right. And I'll drop in with you as I can. There'll be nothing on Sunday, I don't think. Excuse me. But I will be here on and off throughout the week. My chick's here, but we won't be doing much, you know what I mean? Well, maybe. But what I mean is, you know, like on a night time, I want to watch a movie and sit and have dinner together and things like that, stuff that I don't do on my own, because it's just usually me and Remy, all right? And I'm sure you don't begrudge that. All right, guys, thank you very much for supporting me. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great weekend. Keep the fucking faith. Yeah, just have a good weekend, I guess. All right? If you appreciate this video, thumbs up the video, all right? If you're a butthurt bitch, press the down, you know, because I like to be rent-free in your head, you know what I mean? Drop me a comment, guys, if you've got anything you'd like to say in relation to this video. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, which means Remy gets a biscuit as well. That one's broken, you know. Well, I'll give you, yeah, that was alright. Yeah, if you'd like to buy me a coffee, hit the super thanks button. It's a love heart under my video, and that means I get a coffee and Remy gets a broken biscuit. Are you ready? Here you go, Remy. Now let's see if I don't know if these people will get you a biscuit or not today, mate. I don't know. I know you love your biscuits. I know. There you go. If you don't want Remy to starve, hit the super thanks button. There you go. Right, I'm off to the calf. I'm well late. It's 8:30. See you later, guys. Have a great day. All right.